What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Flash video. So if you enjoyed this episode, please do slap a like down below, and also if you, at the end you enjoyed the video, please don't be shy and subscribe as well. And as well as this, I am also going to be doing a Q&A video this weekend. So to any of you who are new or long-time viewers, thank you very much as we hit 10,000 subscribers over the weekend. And please do drop your questions down below, because I really want to know what you think. I want to have questions for you so I can answer and things like that, to make it a very nice and entertaining Q&A for you people, because I have been saying I would do it I got to like 1k, I said I'd do it, I got to 5k, I said I'd do it, and finally I am going to do this video for you. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. I'm also going to include a setup video as well. So the Flash, oh boy, the Flash is back. The quality of possibly season 1 is back here in The Flash. It was funny. It had epic, cool moments. Because, I don't know if about you, but for me, the minute the Flash first started being the Flash, was going around using his powers and things like that, it just looked so damn cool. And that kind of wonder of season 1 has really, really come back here. It really did. Everything about this episode completely worked. It was just really a real fun episode, and we had that amazing. I mean, there was a bit in this. Obviously, you would have seen the episode, but where the bomb was in Ralph Dibley's, the future elongated man's office, and the Flash ran in, got Iris West, grabbed her, and vibed her out of the building. Oh my god, that was cool. And I'm not sure. Let me know what you think, because we had this, and we also had the moment where the Flash ran up the elongated man's arm up to the helicopter at the end of the episode. So I'm not sure which is the best moment, but it really does seem like each episode we're going to be getting some sort of real kind of oh my god CGI what the fuck moment, which is really, really cool. I'm really glad that we're going to be getting these really oh my god moments, just for the sheer fact that I absolutely love these moments. And we had the episode a couple of episodes ago where we had the grenade and everything like that. We had, also in this episode, we had the bullets like that, which was very, very much like Quicksilver from the X-Men movies, which was pretty funny as well. But this episode was the debut of Ralph Dibley, the Elongated Man. Now, in the comics, he was very much a good guy, a member of the Justice League of America, and he was a very big hero, and really, he's one of the kind of weird characters where his love of his life, Sue Dibley, they were together for pretty much nearly his whole run, apart from the identity crisis where Dr. Light, yeah, this is a pretty PG video, but you can go and check out Identity Crisis. That was a very divisive comic book, and you can go and check that out, and it features Deathstroke actually defending the Dr. Light. So yeah, go and check that out if you want to enjoy that. But the Elongated Man here, he is, well, really funny. Hartley Sawyer, I've not really had much contact, or not contact, but even kind of exposure to the world of Hartley Sawyer and his acting. I've not really seen him feature much in other TV shows, to be honest. And I wasn't really sure how the Elongated Man would be played by him. But here, he is a sleazeball ex-cop who was outed by Barry Allen for actually kind of planting evidence. But he's actually a good guy. He is a good cop. He knew that this killer would kill again, or kind of he would kind of cause crimes again, and he wanted to stop him. Not unlike the Flash, where he's resorting to vigilantism to take down criminals, which, you know, he is the crime scene investigator. He knows if these people are guilty or not. And I think it's a nice evolution of Barry, because he was very much clear-cut when he was a rookie CSI, and now he's doing kind of questionable things. He's doing good, but it is still against the law, isn't it? Really, vigilantism, which also is being covered over in Arrow as well, those themes, which is pretty cool that it's being done across the board here between the two kind of flagship shows for the Arrowverse. But Ralph Dibley is absolutely hilarious. His powers and everything just look amazing, and I really do like the way the character is portrayed as a bit of a sleazebag. He is a bit of a douchebag, but he has a heart of gold, really. He wants to really do the right thing, but he isn't really like that nice to be around whatsoever. Although he is in next week's episode, he is at the bachelor party for Barry Allen, which I find a bit really odd, to be honest, that he's there but Wally West isn't there. It's like really strange. Now, what I really liked here was that we know that the elongated man, Ralph Dibley, was on the bus. He was on that sort of dark matter bus that was engineered by the Thinker to go and through the portal or kind of cross through as Barry was returning. And then what happens is we had all these metas created, which I actually did a video yesterday detailing 2 more metas, Fallout and Brainstorm, which will be coming to the show, so you can check that out as well. But here, he, in the comics, had powers. He had the Gingold drink, which allowed him to be all elasticated and things like that. Now here, he was on the bus, and we had a reference to the drink as well, where Caitlin actually used it and used him to vulcanize his atoms. I don't understand a single word of what she said because I was too busy goofing around as the class clown in science to understand a single iota of what she said. But I saw the drink and I was like, yeah, that's a nice little reference, nice callback there, to be honest, to his origin. Now, the problem is we actually had the Gingold drink on the show, which leads us to 2 possible origins, and it could be a fact that maybe, just maybe, he was on the show and on the bus, and he actually had his powers already, because while he was eating his donuts and he got his spare tire out of the trunk, we actually see the Gingold drink with his donuts as well. So I'm not too sure if this is just a simple Easter egg, or if what is going on here is it's going to be a bait and switch as well in regards to this character. So I love the fact that we haven't got the elongated man named properly yet because, you know, Cisco is the guy who names everyone. But the Plastic Man was referenced. He was like, that is a terrible name, which, yeah, it's quite funny because Plastic Man is actually a sort of criminal in the DC universe. And what he has a similar powers, but he is a proper meta. And if you're reading Dark Knight's metal at the moment, he is quite a big thing to do with Dark Knight's metal. And currently he is an egg. He was literally an Easter egg. It was hilarious. I love that. If you haven't read that, I would highly recommend going and checking out the Forge and the casting and then the rest of Dark Knight's metal. There's a lot of tie-ins as well, but the only ones you really need to read are the Justice League ones, to be honest. And also the Gotham Resistance. So yeah, there's quite a lot. But Plastic Man is someone who I hoped we'd get on the show in the form of a villainous meta. But here we actually have Elongated Man as a villain / good guy. And I like the storyline where he was extorting the mayor, who is actually bad. And yeah, I really do like the way they're going that, and Joe is actually quite involved with the mayor. I can't help but think maybe they should have referenced that earlier on in the show, but I think this storyline is going to go somewhere a lot more. Now, Breacher, the other part of the episode, so this is definitely the strongest episode, I think, possibly since season 1 or 2. Possibly my favourite episode, easily, since either the musical episode or the Visit to Earth 2 episode, which I absolutely loved. But here we had Breacher, whose name is Josh. He was Quell Mordoth in the show, in the comics, and he's Danny Trejo. He's Machete. It was absolutely hilarious. I loved absolutely every single minute that Danny Trejo was on screen, and I loved him fighting Cisco. His kind of serious nature versus the actor Carlos Vasquez, who plays Cisco. He fits in very well, and that kind of, they gelled very instantly, I think. And I really did like that. We got more backstory over on Earth 19. We learned that the Plastoids were the people who actually destroyed their Earth. They thought Elongated Man was one of them, but he wasn't. Plastoids is a Marvel character, which is really weird that they mentioned that. They mentioned the Hunter Killers as well of another Earth, which is War World, which is pretty cool. And we have the Sand People again. Some of these weren't actually DC characters, and they're very throwaway, he mentions as well. And he mentions to Harrison Wells that, well, you look like someone I sent my daughter to kill, referencing H.R. Wells. May you never be forgotten. But I loved Breacher. He's a great character. I really do hope we see him again. I really do like the way that Gypsy goes off to her own planet and also world universe and she can actually kind of go away and come back, and they still got that romance storyline still going. It works really well. And Breacher was just so awesome. And I love the way that Cisco finally won him around. Very funny Danny Trejo moments. If you haven't seen Machete, go and watch it. It's stunning. It is amazing. So the Flash's powers looked amazing. We had DeVoe mentioned again, which is a plot thread we'll get probably in 1 or 2 episodes' time, where Barry finally knows the name of the person who is behind them. And I love the fact that poor old elongated man, what a tongue twister. I wish I had an elastic tongue like himself. He also mentions as well, he has a sense of smell, which is what he has in the comics as well. But DeVoe was mentioned. We had the flashback to Abracadabra. We had the flashback to Savitar. One of those is a good character. That person is Abracadabra, who hope we see again. We mentioned the kind of thing that they make, the disruptor, and so that is now a name. He has a name to go on. I expect we'll learn more backstory of the Thinker and find out exactly where he actually came from. So it's quite cool. They mention DeVoe, who is Clifford DeVoe, is his real name in the comics. But poor old elongated man had to play an IOU to get on that bus, and that was that. So really, really stunning episode. Really, really good episode this week. Please do hit that like. That is it for this. Slap a like on it. Subscribe with notifications. Click that bell button. Never miss a video. And I'll see you soon. Goodbye.